Sundance. In Miss Americana, Taylor Swift demotes the internet. In nearly a decade of attending Sundance, I've never seen a scene like the premiere of the documentary Miss Americana, detailing the last year and a half or so of Taylor Swift's life. The crowd before letting into the theater was huge, blistering with rumors about whether or not there were so many guests and press that there wouldn't be room for ticketed attendees, and whispers about which door Swift would use when arriving. A large crowd of hopeful waitlister fans, largely young women, not extremely common for Sundance, sang Swift songs in the 30-degree chill. When Swift did arrive, the cheers were off the charts for a normally relatively reserved crowd used to seeing celebrities. All of this build-up, of course, served to underscore the major themes of Lana Wilson's intimate and focused profile of Swift during a period of her life that typified a major shift in her attitude towards her public and private life. If you're like most people, your feelings about what kind of person Swift might be are decided by a crowdsourced panel of the top few percent of the most vocal internet users. Among those, of course, are the media. We're far enough now into the internet's third age where it's not represented as some sort of holistic and separate entity. Instead, it's woven like a tapestry into the daily life of Swift and her camp. Tweets, Instagram posts and articles on sites like this one are presented as a third conversant in any conversation, both between Swift and Wilson and between Swift and her family. Basically, Swift is like most of us in that regard. We have all begun to treat the collective output of the internet as an entity with the right to wedge itself into any two beings' attempts to reason. But Miss Americana is not just about Taylor versus the internet, it's also reflection on how that same panel lowers its gavel differently for women, especially young women, than it does men. The closest parallel for me is probably Lady Gaga's 2018 documentary 5 Feet 2. There are similar segments that show the teardown of the modern pop song-making process. Swift says that those were her most nerve-wracking to film because of the messy way songs sometimes come together. But they were fascinating to me, and are some of the most fun bits. Swift and her collaborators often write and sing words right off of their iPhones. I saw no Android devices at all, as they work through a track. Songs that come to have intense meaning for fans are often snapshots of Swift's life quickly jotted down in the Notes app. About that oddity, and pretty much every other way that the public perceives her, Swift proves to be firmly and calmly self-aware. She even acknowledges that this very awareness of how she is perceived often comes across as calculation or manipulation on her part. Why? For more on this story, visit the news article link.